Hello, are you like me? Are you trying to grow some vegetables at home in buckets? There's a couple of potato plants. This one is Elvira and this one is Swift. Okay, so as you can see from the foliage on Elvira, it's ready to be harvested. This bucket is ready to be turned out, and I know there are potatoes in there because when I fill the sides of the bucket, I can fill the potatoes in there. This one here, this Swift, I could turn that out now and be confident of getting potatoes because again I can fill those in the bucket. So I could harvest these two buckets now, but I'm not going to. And I'm not going to for two reasons. Firstly, we don't need any potatoes indoors. We've got lots of potatoes indoors now. I've been turning out buckets and we're not going to need any potatoes indoors for quite some time. But secondly, I'm going to pull off a swindle. Or at least I think it's a swindle. I'm going to call these Christmas potatoes. Yeah, I'm growing these for Christmas. I'm just going to let the tops die off completely, and as we're in our last summer month here in the United Kingdom, I'm going to stand these where they can't get any more rain in them. They'll die off, they'll go through autumn and through winter, and near to Christmas we'll turn these out and I'll call those Christmas potatoes. Hey, come on, that has got to be a swindle. By no stretch of the imagination are these Christmas potatoes. But hey, hold on, all's not lost. Shortly, you're going to see advertisements in the press and at sellers of seed potatoes that they'll sell you some potatoes that you can grow for Christmas. Hey, how about that? The growing season's nearly over, and they're going to sell you potatoes that you can plant now and you'll be harvesting them at Christmas. You've got to want to give that a shot. If you're new to gardening and you've enjoyed what you've done this year and you're thinking, hey, hold on, it's all over with until next year, is there anything I can grow? These advertisements are going to jump out of the page at you. Wow, we can grow our own potatoes for Christmas, harvest them at Christmas. Yeah, Charlotte, what a potato, class potato, we can grow potatoes for Christmas. Well, I think they're selling you a dream. I think that might be another swindle, as big as the one I'm trying to sell now. And I'll tell you why I think that. I've tried to grow these Christmas potatoes, plant them at the back end of summer, grow them through autumn and into winter. So we're talking about people who are growing vegetables to harvest near to Christmas when your Christmas falls in midwinter. Your Christmas falls in midwinter and you're looking to harvest potatoes for your Christmas lunch. Let me tell you how these guys were grown, and then let me tell you why I think you're being sold a dream if you think you can grow potatoes for Christmas. Now, if you've done it, hey, come back and tell us you've done it. I'm open to learning. You know, send us comments, give us a link to one of your videos, we'll have a look at it. But I'll tell you why I think you're set up to fail trying to grow Christmas potatoes if your Christmas falls in winter. Let's have a look at these guys. These guys were planted in spring. Okay, traditionally, plant potatoes in spring. What happens in spring? Well, hopefully, you're not going to get a frost. Frost's behind you. And it's starting to warm up. Potatoes like that, starting to warm up. And at some point in spring, there'll be a spring equinox where the days and nights are the same length, and hey, following on shortly after that, the days get longer. So your potato plant gets more light, and as we move into summer, it gets more warmth. Exactly what the doctor ordered. It's getting warmer, it's getting lighter, great growing conditions for potatoes. That's how these will grow. Let's roll it on now. We're going to give these Christmas potatoes a go. So you're going to plant them now, back end of summer. You're going to grow them through autumn, into winter, then harvest them. Okay, so you pop them in and you'll probably get a good start, and your potatoes are growing and everything's looking hunky-dory, and then we reach the autumn equinox. Days and nights are the same lengths, but the days aren't getting longer, the nights are getting longer. Days are getting shorter, so we're starting to lose the light. Not only are we starting to lose the light, as we move through autumn and into winter, we start to lose the warmth. So the things that actually made these potatoes grow, warmth and light, we're going to lose both. It's going to be cold and it's going to be dark. Oh, okay, I can hear you say, yeah, well, I've got a greenhouse. Yeah, well, so have I. Well, put them in the greenhouse. Yeah, but it's still cold in there. Well, put a heater in there. What do you mean? Like spend some money to give these potatoes some warmth, to grow them through into Christmas? Yeah. And what about light? Well, put a light in there. Hey, hold on. There's a cost of living crisis. You've got a cold greenhouse, you're going to put a couple of potato plants in there, you're going to put some heat in there, you're going to put some light in there, and you're going to turn them out at Christmas, and you think you're going to get an half-decent delivery. I couldn't pull it off. I couldn't pull it off. I think if you're trying to grow potatoes for Christmas, you're being sold a dream. If Christmas falls in the middle of winter, I really do. But hey, if you want to give it a go, by all means, give it a go. All I'm saying is, I couldn't do it, and everything's stacked against you, and you're going to spend some money, and you may get nothing in return, other than disappointment. So set your expectations low, and you won't be disappointed, basically. Or, if you've got some potatoes that are still in buckets that need harvested, you can pull that swindle off. Put them to one side, keep the rain out of the bucket, let it dry out. We'll turn these out round about Christmas time. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I've been informative as to what I did and what perhaps you can expect if you give Christmas potatoes a go. And yeah, now you can make an informed choice. You can make an informed choice. It's entirely up to you what you do. Of course it is. You're the gardener. If you want to have a go with Christmas potatoes, do it. Just don't build up your expectations. And make sure you've got a few bob in your purse to buy some potatoes from your local shop, just in case. That's the fallback. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. As I've said, this is Homegrown Veg, signing out.